Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. His guys a perfect 2-0 to start the year. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Under center will be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
At the 26-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Darnold. And Walker has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 46-yard line.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he stopped immediately there. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
And we're talking about a young man who's been the talk of the NFL here in September. Came in and looked right at home. His team's 2-0. He's playing well. What's the big thing for him now, though? Not to become complacent. And I think the coaching staff has been working on exactly that.
Gain of 15 yards. That's good for a
Shuck now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Saints at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And the Saints first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A look at the numbers from last week for Miller. 13 carries, 106 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. To throw is Shuck. Olave holds it in. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Neal will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Shuck on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Saints! Taysom Hill Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks, nothing.
That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Donald, he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold down to throw. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll get it right back to Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
Throwing again is Darnold. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up. Throwing, Shuck. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. On fourth down, the Saints' new man for 2025, Kai Kroger, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our swing around the NFL starts now. In Jacksonville, the Jaguars at home for a divisional matchup against Houston in the AFC South. And this is Jacoby Myers. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Jaguars move to 2-1. They get the victory here. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the rookie, the #1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. Hey, this NFL thing is not so difficult apparently. 1 of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's a man who's battled through injuries, Jonathan Brooks. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Panthers are into the win column. They get the victory here in Week 3. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, just 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 is the score as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he's got it down to the 28.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Shuck. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season.
Kicker
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he returns this to the 22. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
That's good.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 1. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw is Darnold. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Off.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Again, Darnold. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
A gain of only a yard.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that one going to come up short. No throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down. A 28-yard gain.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw now, Shuck. Slant pass complete to Olave. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Shuck now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Shuck on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So this